Welcome in, everybody, to Green Hill High School here in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, for tonight's WPSL regular season finale between the hosting Nashville Rhythm FC and the visiting Tennessee Tempo. These teams met to open the season. On that occasion in Murfreesboro, it was Tempo playing host, but it was Nashville walking away with a 6-0 victory. Tonight, Nashville returns the favor to close the season, and Tempo will look to take some revenge. For Nashville Rhythm, your starting lineup is as follows. In goal, it'll be number 28, Kendall Curran, and then Ava Meters, Avery Brown, Becca Allen, Cameron Silva, Chloe Edwards, Aaron Ward, Isabella Hodson, Mackenzie Brown, Madison Long, and Summer Riley make out the outfield. And they will be looking, if results hold elsewhere, to go second place in the conference in what has been potentially one of the most competitive seasons in the history of the WPSL Southeast Conference. It's been very tight from top to bottom. Of course, Georgia Impact finally proved vincible, if you will, last weekend as Decatur FC got the win there. But that last opportunity that it was checked, Decatur is trailing on the road to 865 Alliance. That would put 865 in second temporarily, but a win for Nashville would jump them into second thanks to their superior goal difference. And we are ready to go. Referees make their final checks. It is Tennessee Tempo in the all red. They will be moving from right to left on your screen to start this first half. And with the opening whistle, we are underway. It is Nashville Rhythm defending in the all blue. They will be moving from left to right on your screen when they have the ball, as they do right now. Ball played back across the face. Now operating down the far side, looking in the direction of Summer Riley, but not quite there. Now the ball brought down and then one back by Tempo. Played all the way back and then long. Mackenzie Brown arriving for it for Nashville. She wins the ball. It's pushed out wide and eventually out for a throw in. That was Chloe Edwards for Nashville, looking to break down the near side. Tried to play the ball across, but it's cut out well. Tempo don't really have numbers forward just yet, so they kind of have to play a hopeful ball forward. Brown is on the charge defensively, and she does get back in time. Brown plays it forward. It's cut out that time. And out for another throw. Now operating on the far side. That's nice little combination play there. Riley is getting forward, but she is offside. Looks like there was some nice combination play there by Cameron Silva and Avery Brown, but in the end, the final ball to Riley forward was just not quite on the right timing. In the first matchup between these two to open the year, it was Nashville Rhythm, who picked up a 6-0 victory just down the road in Murfreesboro. But you never know in these local derbies just how they may shake out, even if one team seems to have the upper hand on the other. Sometimes familiarity breeds strange results. And Tempo will be looking to make that happen here. Karen Ward plays it across the field. And then Avery Brown tried to move forward with it after a poor touch, and it is a throw in to Tennessee Tempo. Now one back by Nashville. Played all the way back to Curran, the goalkeeper. Ward. Brown. Good job by Isabella Hodson to get out of trouble there. That ball's well timed for Summer Riley over the top. Keeper's going to try to beat her to it, and she does. Offside flag did go up. Much tighter decision that time, but the flag goes up all the same for Summer Riley. You can see the idea there, though. Figure Nashville. Long ball by Tempo off the free kick, but immediately won back by Nashville. Now here's Avery Brown. Hodson. She'll play it forward. Is that onside? No, it is not. That ball in the direction of Chloe Edwards. But again, That clearance went off the wrong part of the foot there, it looked like. And that's going to be a pretty advantageous throw in for Tempo, who will look to create something out of this opportunity where they can get numbers forward and place some pressure on the Nashville defense. But nothing doing as Nashville able to force an almost immediate goal kick. Now Hodson. Yes. That's what I thought. Sorry, guys. Pardon me. Avery Brown, now Aaron Ward. Nashville comfortable working it around the back. Seeing that Tempo not really pressing as hard as they may have on a cooler day. It is quite toasty in the mid-state, to say the least. Here's a good opportunity. Riley looks onside that time, and she's in on goal. She's got Ava Meters to her right. She goes around the keeper, and she slots it home for the opening goal. Just under 7 minutes gone, and Nashville find the breakthrough. It was their fourth time playing a ball in behind, and the first time that they were able to time it correctly, and it results in the game's first goal. Tempo, get us restarted. And they will look to erase this deficit that they now face under 10 minutes into this first half. And there's a good long ball forward. It hits the opportunity for an immediate response. It's off the woodwork. First real look, Tempo has had it goal, and it shaved some of the paint off of that woodwork. Now Riley again, the goal scorer for Nashville, unable to keep it in play. Riley brings it down. She's going to try to move across the middle of the field, and she does get the ball forward in the direction of Chloe Edwards. Edwards, good chop outside. She gets past one. She can't quite get the ball into Meters. And now Tempo look to break. They've got some numbers forward. Operating down the near side, tried to play the early ball in, but maybe just a bit too early. And Nashville can look to reset, as that's a good move by Cameron Silva there. It allows Nashville to slow things down a little bit. They know they have the advantage, and they can afford to be a bit more patient than perhaps they have been in this first 10 minutes or so. That ball clipped up towards Meters. Meters looked offside, and she is. I think all three of the options there would have been about a step or two offside. In the end, it was Meters who came closest to the ball, so she is whistled for the offside offense. Now Mackenzie Brown back to Kendall Curran in goal. And Nashville will start again. In towards Silva. Silva skips past one. Nice little turn to keep the ball, and Nashville slow it down a little bit again. Mackenzie Brown, the right back. Back to Aaron Ward. She'll play a long ball forward towards Summer Riley. It does fall kindly for Riley. She's going to go forward. She can't quite get past the defender. She does cut inside. Summer Riley saved. Still there. Can she carve out another opportunity? She does win the ball back. Cuts back. She's got two defenders harrying her. She plays a ball across the face of goal towards Meters. Who touched that last? It is going to be a corner. Dangerous moments there at the back for Tennessee Tempo. And Nashville have a corner opportunity. It'll be an in-swinger headed towards the far post. It's touched back across the face of goal, but I think it went off of Hodson instead of into the goal. But Nashville still have numbers forward, and so they try a long ball, and it doesn't quite work out. Now Tempo have the numbers to break. They're unable to do so, and it is a throw-in for Nashville. Well done to keep the ball initially, and in the end, Nashville gets a free kick out of it. And a pretty good opportunity for Nashville here. Looks like Becca Allen standing over it. Hodson in there as well. Opportunities to play it to either post. You would think that it's going to be Becca Allen trying to play it in to the far post here, but you do have Summer Riley standing right in the middle of the box, ready to make a run across the face to the near post, and it is going to be in towards the far post. It's collected well by the Tempo goalkeeper. Avery Brown was there to collect had she spilled it, but that was not the case. And the referee's counted out 6 seconds, and that is going to be a corner for Nashville. One of the newer rules in this sport. Trying to cut down on time wasting by goalkeepers. If the referee warns a keeper and then they again hold the ball for longer than 6 seconds, the referee can give a corner to the other team, and that is exactly what's happening. It's Becca Allen standing over it. It'll be another in-swinging ball. The last one was really good. This one's good as well. Hodson heads it across the face of goal. Brown couldn't quite get a good touch on it, and that'll be a good goal kick for Tempo. And we are going to head to our first hydration break of the evening. As mentioned, it is quite toasty here in the mid-state. All week long, we have had temperatures in the mid to upper 90s Fahrenheit. Heat index is well into the triple digits. Right now, the air temperature is about 91 degrees here in Mount Juliet. We may see 2 hydration breaks per half even. But it is going to afford us an opportunity to catch our breath a little bit, in what had been quite the eventful into that first 15 minutes or so. So we will be back in just a moment when play resumes. And we are ready to get back underway with this Tennessee Tempo goal kick after that hydration break. The players have refueled. And we are ready to go once again. Tempo get us started, but it is Nashville who quickly win the ball back. And again, they do have that goal advantage, so they know they can just afford to take their time and try to carve a way through this Tempo defense with surgical precision rather than forcing anything they don't need to. That ball laid nicely into the path of Cameron Silva. She's around the goalkeeper. Can she slide it home? She plays it back across the face of goal, but no one was there to receive it. So nearly 2-0 for Nashville, but it's cleared away for a throw-in. That was well worked. That ball played across goal, but not quite high enough for anyone to get there. Isabella Hodson tries to get onto it. She's dispossessed. Avery Brown wins it back for Nashville. And that's going to be offside again. You definitely say the Nashville Rhythm have been living on the edge tonight in that respect. And that is about their fifth offside called against them in this opening 20 minutes or so. Excellent work there from Chloe Edwards. Meters is offside. Just couldn't get back onside. She was there, and it was a good look from Edwards, but Meters made a step just a bit too early. And that ball in towards Edwards. She is onside, and she is looking like she's going to be able to keep the ball in play. She does. Down there in the corner, she works it back. Tried to cross it into the path of Meters, but just a bit too close to the goalkeeper. Silva wins the second ball for Nashville. Tries to dribble through traffic, but nothing doing. Hodson blocks that pass forward. Silva in there again. In towards Riley. Summer Riley into the box. She's got Meters. Ava Meters, there's two. All too easy for Nashville that time. Too many defenders crashed around Summer Riley, and it left Ava Meters wide open to tap home Nashville's second. And now the deficit for Tennessee Tempo as they look to get us back underway has doubled. They conceded 6 goals to Nashville in the first meeting between these two teams. And just over 20 minutes into the first half, they've already conceded 2 in the return leg. Now trying to find something. After the first goal, they were able to carve out a chance. This time, not at the first attempt, but still a throw-in the final third. And that one easily dealt with by Kendall Curran. She's going to play the ball early in towards Chloe Edwards. Edwards has been a menace all game. She finds Ava Meters. Summer Riley in the middle of the box. Play towards Riley. Can she turn and shoot? She's forced out. Left-footed cross attempted, but there was always going to be a red shirt there. But here's Cameron Silva, who wins the ball back for Nashville. Hodson also assisted in that. Now in towards Mackenzie Brown. Her touch a bit too heavy. Now maybe Tempo can get some numbers forward here. One back by Silva. Out to Edwards. In towards Becca Allen. She's got all kinds of space if she wants to have a go. Defenders crash just in time. But Nashville win the ball right back as they have done all night. And now Avery Brown. Thinks about a long ball, but decides against it. And there's a Tempo player down. And it looks like it is going to be 2 changes, 3 changes maybe for Tempo here. As the training staff heads out. And we're going to see a couple of substitutions for both teams. For Nashville coming into the game is going to be number 13, Mia Hassan, as well as number 17, Rufa Megger. And it's training staff still attending to the player on the far side of the field. Of course, you hope this is something minor. Always good to see a player get up and be able to exit the field under their own power. In the other game today in the WPSL Southeast Conference, we can confirm that 865 Alliance has defeated Decatur FC at home, sending them into second for the time being. But if this result holds and Nashville picks up the win, then they would jump into second and they would be off to the regional tournament. And Nashville get us back underway. And here's Aaron Ward on the ball now for Nashville. Now Mackenzie Brown. Back to Ward. Tries the big switch in towards Summer Riley. She is going to get on the end of it. Touch took her, I think, a bit wider than she wanted to. But in the end, Nashville do win a throw out of it. The injured player there for Tempo was number 21, Ania LaFloria. And we're going to see another change here for limited substitutions here in WPSL. So you will see all of these players that are exiting the field again later tonight. Dueñas takes the throw in. Looked like that was Rufa Mega trying to work through traffic, but unable to do so. And now Tempo look to break. They don't really have the numbers forward yet, but they are arriving. Now forward. Ward defending, but again, Tempo just able to keep the ball away from Nashville for the time being. Tried to play it back. It is going to be cut out by Nashville. Hodson pokes it forward. And now Silva looking for options. Still fighting for it in there. And that's going to be a free kick to Nashville. Another substitution here for Tempo. The ball played in. Looks like Hassan was onside. The ball just skipped away from her, however. Immediately won back by Nashville, though. Still fighting forward over there is Chloe Edwards. She plays in Hassan. She's got Riley arriving in the box. Riley brings it down, pokes it. It's blocked. Chloe Edwards! Well over. Well over. And Nashville not able to make the scoreline any worse for Tempo on that opportunity. Just underneath the ball a bit too much, I believe. As the ball rolls off of Aaron Ward's back and Tempo able to come away with the second ball. You can just see last week, Nashville really struggled with the stretched lines that 865 Alliance put together, as we're going to have another hydration break here. But Nashville really struggled with the stretched lines that Alliance put together and the really high pressing of that front line for Alliance. Tempo not quite pressing as hard, so Nashville able to move the ball forward more effectively. And that has served them well with their 2 goals this afternoon. But this hydration break affords us yet another opportunity to take a breather and be right back in a moment. And we're ready to go again. Players once again refueled. Once again ready to get things back underway. As the field now, thankfully, covered in shade. Again, it has been extreme heat here in Middle Tennessee all week and will continue so into this weekend. As there's an offside for Tennessee Tempo. as these players aren't professionals, just taking a little bit of extra precaution to make sure everyone makes it through these 90 minutes safely. Mackenzie Brown in towards Ward, who's going to clip it up, and there's a substitution in there for Nashville. We'll get that to you in a moment. Ball played forward towards Serenity Safayula. Across the face of goal in towards Hassan, it looked like. That time cut out. Then a shot that's spilled offside is going to be the call here. It's good work for Mia Hassan to collect the spilled opportunity and put it into the back of the net, but she wasn't able to get back on side after the initial cross that went her way. Now what can Tempo do with the ball? It's a decent ball clipped in, but Mackenzie Brown read it the whole way. Good turn by Hodson. Now Rufa Megger, she's got company arriving, and that company forces an errant pass. Duenas couldn't win the ball back for Nashville there. You see the pace for the pressing by Nashville is just a bit higher than it is for Tempo, and Tempo look a bit uncomfortable on the ball. You have moments like that where just a bit of miscommunication gives the ball back to Nashville. That ball played way forward for Serenity Safayula, but a bit too much mustard on that one. Now again, you can see Nashville pressing really hard and really high on Tempo, thinking they can create mistakes. And an errant pass does give the ball back to Nashville. Ariana Duenas brings it down. And that's going to be a free kick for Nashville. And Mackenzie Brown clips it in there. Working through traffic is Cameron Silva. Now Isabella Hodson again. She'll play the switch to Ariana Duenas on the far side. Serenity Safayula making a run out. That's going to clear space in towards Megger, but Megger didn't quite make the run high enough up the field to take advantage of that. And it rolls harmlessly to the Tempo goalkeeper. And again, just not quite comfortable with the press's Tempo, and it forces some passes that maybe don't need to be made, and Nashville are able to capitalize and win the ball back. Isabella Hodson out towards Ariana Duenas. Touch was a bit heavy, and now Tempo can break. Tried the early ball, but Ward there to clean it up and cleared away. Hassan touches it out for Safayula. Can she keep it in play? She can, but she can't keep possession of it when she does. It's going to be out for a corner. Last touch off the Tempo defender. Safayula is going to make way for Rufa Megger to take the corner. Some of the players that have taken the field for Nashville include Cassie Uzelman. It looks like Becca Allen is getting ready to come back in. Madison Long also out there. Coming into the box Still in there for Nashville. And now finally cleared away, but only as far as Cameron Silva. She'll clip it up, and that's going to be offside Megger. Really nice idea there from Silva to create an opportunity for Rufa Megger to maybe get a ball back across the face of goal. Just, I think, played the pass a bit too early there. Couple of substitutions there. Becca Allen does come back into the game for Nashville. Safayula comes away with it for Nashville there. Now Dueñez, Nashville look to work it around the back once again. So they do. Here's Ward. Thought about a ball in. Plays the safer option. Now the big switch to Dueñez, trying to create a gap that wasn't there previously. Now the big long ball in the direction of Uzelman. And it's cleared away out for a Nashville throw. Good ball in towards Megger. She touches it down for Mia Hassan, and there's three. Excellent first time outside of the foot assist there from Rufa Megger. She picks out Mia Hassan, able to confidently slot it home, and Nashville now lead by 3. Tempo get us back underway, and the hole just grows deeper. That ball judged to have rolled out of play. And again, Nashville win the ball back very quickly after an opportunity as two Tempo players collide with each other. Maybe that presents an opportunity. Safayula in towards Meters, but the ball rolls through her legs. The ball punted long. It's Mackenzie Brown who initially comes away with it. And she is able to keep it. Despite a heavy press there from two Tempo attackers. Ward plays across. Madison Long forward there for Hassan. Dueñez clips it in towards Rufa Megger. Her touch was a bit heavy. Tempo able to win the ball back. Can they keep it is the question. They haven't been able to all night. They've really only carved out one good opportunity. Right now, they may just need to find another one just to prove to themselves that they can do it. As Nashville expertly work around the press but can't keep the ball in play. Another change coming here for Tempo. We've got just a few minutes here until we get into first half stoppage time and then the halftime interval. And if you're Tennessee Tempo, you have to think you're hoping for that whistle to come as soon as possible because I think Nashville smell blood in the water here. That's going to be offside. Hassan made a good run. I'm just not sure that Cassie Uzelman saw the run early enough. That one taken long. Nodded forward, but Mackenzie Brown is there to clear away. Dueñas, make sure that goes out of play. Unless the ball get behind her. And there's another Tempo throw in. And yet another. Nashville come away with it there. Hodson boots it away. And that's going to be a free kick to Tempo. A bit too physical in there. We now have about 90 seconds till we hit 45. And we'll see if there's anything to add on top of that. Figure maybe a couple of minutes for the Tempo injury and a couple of other things that have happened. Ball played with some power. Not sure if that was supposed to be direct on goal or maybe touched home, but neither happened in the end, and it rolled out harmlessly for a goal kick. And that actually wasn't able to be kept in by Dueñas. Ward able to put the attacker off there for Tempo, and Nashville come away with the ball for now. This is a bit of a heavier spell of possession here for Tempo than we've seen. Can Safayula get there first? She is absolutely rapid. She's able to win a very deep throw in. She's got quite the long stride that enabled her to get there to that ball when maybe she shouldn't have. Now Hassan kind of has a speculative look at goal there, but wasn't ever really going to trouble the goalkeeper. Looks like we are going to get another minute or two of stoppage time here. Not too long. Dueñas skips past one. She's got Allen going forward. Allen looked onside, and she was able to keep it away from Uzelman there. But Mackenzie Brown charging forward to take this throw in. in the final few seconds of the first half. Megger wins another throw-in. Can Nashville carve out a fourth, perhaps, before the halftime whistle? No one there for that throw-in. Maybe Tempo can claw one back against the run of play. There's going to be a free kick. Looks like we are going to have time to take this. Duane is able to watch that one roll out. Looks like Nashville will calm things down a bit here. Maybe they can find something before the whistle, but you'd have to think they would be content to take a 3-goal advantage into the break. Allen tries the big switch on the Trivella to Safiola, but it's cleared away only as far as Hodson, who plays in Safiola, who's onside. Safiola past one. She'll have a go at goal. It's 4. And that is the halftime whistle with the last kick of the first half. Nashville Rhythm grab a 4th goal. They extend their advantage, and they extend the pain for Tennessee Tempo. After 45 minutes here in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, it is Nashville Rhythm 4, Tennessee Tempo 0. We're going to take a quick break and then be right back here for the second half. Welcome back, everybody. We are just about set to go for the second half here between Nashville Rhythm and Tennessee Tempo. If you are just joining us, just a quick check-in. It is Nashville Rhythm. They hold a 4-0 advantage. They are the home team. They will be starting with the ball in the all-blue, moving from right to left on your screen. And it is Tennessee Tempo looking to claw their way back into this game at all in the all-red. They will be moving from left to right in this second half. And Nashville gets us back underway. And it's Avery Brown who plays the ball across towards Aaron Ward. She tries an early ball towards Summer Riley. In the end, it did take a touch off a defender, so it is a Nashville throw. Avery Brown comes forward to take it. See if she takes a safe option or something a bit more risky. She's going to play it safe. Madison Long on the ball. Now Ward. Now the big ball towards Becca Allen is cut out. Now Mackenzie Brown can't keep that pass in. It is a tempo throw. As the sun has crept behind the horizon here in Mount Juliet, temperatures have cooled off just a little bit. But that is not to say that it feels much better outside. We'll see what kind of pace of play the second half has, with the result more or less already decided. Silva works it around. That ball clipped in towards Ava Meters. Claimed by the goalkeeper. And now Nashville, after that throw in, looking to go again. Riley in towards Allen. Allen dispossessed, but fouled in the process. Not sure that tempo defender agreed with the call, but she does accept it. Now Allen, outside of the foot, in towards Riley. Riley does get there, and she does win the ball. Now put back in and headed away, out for another throw. Avery Brown throws it in, headed away, and cleared away. Good turn there. If she can keep the ball in, she can. That was a really good turn. Can Tempo create something here? Offside is going to be the call there. Ashiet Nalugwa with the turn there for Tempo. That was really, really nice. To turn and then be able to hit the Jets as quickly as she did is what created that opportunity. Now Nashville have the ball back. Becca Allen tried to play it in towards Silva, but a bit too far in front. Now Riley. Charging in. She's got runners arriving. Still Summer Riley. Still across the face of goal. It's going to go all the way through. Now Mackenzie Brown to cross the ball in. Too close to the goalkeeper. It originally came through to Chloe Edwards on the far side there, but in the end, Nashville unable to stretch the scoreline further. But Avery Brown looking to try to give her team another opportunity. Not quite on the same page with Becca Allen on that pass. And Tempo have the ball back now, only for the moment as Edwards arrives. And that one poked out for a throw. That ball landed just the wrong side of the fence, so we got to grab that very quickly, and we do. Silva. Now Isabella Hodson. Good job dragging that one back to pick out the pass. That one played over the top for Allen. She looked onside, but maybe just a bit too far in front. There's another opportunity for Nashville to get a throw in the final third. Mackenzie Brown able to just put the attacker off there for tempo, and Nashville able to win the ball back as a result. Heavy challenge there. No whistle given, no advantage given because there was no foul. Nice idea to try the ball in behind there, just no one there to receive it. Tempo went it back there. I think Riley knew she may have been offside. So chose not to challenge for the ball and allow the press to work on the throw in here. And that's going to be out for another Nashville throw. It's a game being played on the two boundaries in this first 10 minutes or so of the second half. A lot of work being done right around the touchline. As Chloe Edwards gives away a foul there. Free kick taken fairly short. Now Tempo will look to hold the ball if they can do so. Try to break through this Nashville press. They've done so successfully on this occasion. That's a good ball in behind. Is anybody going to have the legs to keep it in? No. Goal kick taken quickly by Nashville. They feel they could have a fifth goal in them here. The way the game has gone would tell you that that's probably the case if they can carve out an opportunity. Here's Becca Allen, now Aaron Ward. In towards Avery Brown. Summer Riley also arriving. Overlapping run. Can anybody arrive in the box? Back to Avery Brown! First time effort. Spilled initially, but in the end it's caught. It was really well done by Nashville, though. Avery Brown back on the ball. She lays it off for Isabella Hodson. Now in towards Cameron Silva. She clips it in towards Chloe Edwards. Is Edwards on side here? The flag stays down. She's got Allen arriving at the top of the box! Just wide. And the press for Nashville works immediately. Here's Riley. Just narrowly cut out there by Tempo. Avery Brown for Nashville. In towards Becca Allen. Back with Brown. Silva. Long. Silva let it go. I don't think Summer Riley was expecting that. Now Nalugwa for Tempo. Hasn't looked long range. Would have been tough to score from that range, but you can't score if you don't shoot. In the end, it's blocked. And Nashville have the ball back. That's a good ball forward. If Edwards can get there, she can't before it rolls out of play. Substitution coming for Tennessee Tempo here. If this result holds, it would be Nashville taking 6 points from 6 total in the two meetings between these two teams. If you'll remember last year, to open the season, it was Tennessee Tempo picking up all 3 points in this building. But on this occasion, it looks like it's going to be quite the steep hill to climb if they have designs on even picking up a single point tonight. Hodson brings it down. Riley ends up winning that somehow. I think she was looking for a run from meters that never came, but now it's with Avery Brown. Good turn there by Brown. She clips it in. Meters couldn't bring it down. And Nashville will have to go again from square one. See if Riley's onside. The flag stays down. It's Summer Riley waiting for numbers. Clip to the back post in towards Edwards, but Edwards couldn't. I don't think she was ever going to get to that back post without crashing through the defender. Decent idea, however. We are back underway. Nolugwa, she's been a bright spot for Tempo in this game. On an evening, they haven't really had much to hang their hats on. She has been. And we have a new ball, so we are able to get back underway here. Avery Brown set to take the throw in for Nashville. Numbers are forward. She looks in the direction of Ava Meters. In the end, it's cleared away only to Brown. Allen tried to get that to Riley, nothing doing. Tempo still trying to clear their lines. They do, and now they look to break. And final ball, again, just not there for Tempo. Allen with a good turn, but unable to take enough steam off the original ball through that she could stay on it. Nolugwa from long range. Ends up hitting the football goalpost there. Not too far over, maybe a foot or two. It is definitely not easy to put anything on target from that kind of range. That ball in towards Riley, cut out. The ball clipped up and headed on, but there was no one there making a forward run to receive. The ball forward in the direction of Ava Meters. If she's onside, she is not. Flag goes up. It looked close, but I think maybe not even a step, just a sort of a lean forward had her offside there. Curran's going to come out to claim that one for Nashville. And she looks to get things started while Tempo still have a couple of players further forward than they normally do. That ball in towards Silva. Silva will clip one for Riley, who is onside. If she can get around the keeper, she couldn't get the first touch. But Chloe Edwards is there on the ball. Keeper still off her line. Touch is going to take her just too far wide. In the end, it's going to roll out for a goal kick. Could have been, should have been the fifth, but not this time. Rufa Megert is getting set to come back in. It looks like in place of Cameron Silva. Tried the quick turn outside, but touched too heavy and it rolls out of play. It's been a tough season for Tennessee Tempo, and it's been a tough night really, but they are a club with the goods, you would think, to turn this around next year. Of course, right now they sit in 7th of 8 in the WPSL Southeast Conference. But they do have the expertise and the know-how. Of course, the men's team won a UPSL national championship. The women's team hasn't been around all that long. So you would think, as here's a good ball for Chloe Edwards. If she can get there first, she can. She's around the keeper. It's still there for Chloe Edwards. Still fighting for it. It's saved. What an incredible effort. The Tempo goalkeeper managed to take enough off of that initial challenge to where she could both put Edwards off and herself avoid a red card. And that is what enabled first her center back to get back enough to affect Edwards and then enable herself to make a save. It was one of the better plays you see from a goalkeeper who I think was a bit hesitant to come out initially. Making up for it in the end. That's going to be a foul on Rhythm. We've made it long enough into the second half, you'd think there's only going to be the one hydration break in this second half. And that's going to be another free kick. That one on Summer Riley. Bit forceful in that challenge. Referee just going to walk over and make sure that everybody's cool. Understanding that just because the temperature is high does not mean tensions necessarily need to be. That was really the first particularly heavy challenge of the game. That ball played nearly right to Chloe Edwards, but Tempo keep it. Now Nolugwa. Tempo maybe have an opportunity here. But again, they're just unable to figure out how to get the ball into the box. Long-range effort is blocked there. And we'll try some play on the far side. Good look at a 1-2. As we're going to have a throw in here for Nashville, but a bit too much on the pass. And it looks like that's going to be our second half hydration break. It affords us an opportunity for a quick break. And we will be right back. And we're back underway with that throw in. Nashville looking to get back underway, maybe with a fifth goal. Riley again, this time from a little bit further out. She's going to put it over the bar. Here's Becca Allen for Nashville. Avery Brown plays it around the back. Madison Long all the way back to Kendall Curran. Good touch in there to Megger. So the hydration break will add about 3 minutes of stoppage time. Of course, we're not anywhere close to that yet. We've still got about 17 minutes or so left of normal time. Tempo looking to work it around the back. You can tell the pace of play from both teams has calmed down a little bit since the hydration break. Just a touch. Here's Chloe Edwards. She's not playing any slower. Chloe Edwards, that one's saved. What a save. And it's pushed out for a throw instead of a corner. 2 changes coming for Nashville. Mia Hassan and Ariana Dueñas will make another appearance. Dueñas coming in for Avery Brown. And Hassan for Ava Meters. Dueñas looks set to take this throw, and she's got Summer Riley in front of her. She's going to play it towards Becca Allen, right at the corner of the box. Hassan fighting for it in there. It's cleared away. Not fully. Nalugwa on the turn. Is able to clear their Tempo's lines. Ward all the way back to Curran. Now Tempo back on the ball. They give it away. Hodson only able to touch it. She couldn't quite reel it in. Chloe Edwards can, however. Edwards. Hassan. Megger just too much for Riley. You can see the pace that Nashville has had all night as an advantage over Tempo's back line. But here's Nalugwa. She's fouled by Dueñas. No whistle from the referee, however. But now we are going to get a throw in Tempo's way. So in the end, it does work out. 3 more changes for Nashville. Serenity Safayula, Cameron Silva, and Cassie Uzelman will come in for Chloe Edwards, Summer Riley, and Becca Allen. Dueñas. Plays it across. Now that's Mackenzie Brown. Hodson. Back for Madison Long. Safayula wins a throw-in. Silva tried to play it up for Safayula. Now Serenity Safayula. Couldn't quite find an avenue of attack there. Dueñas plays it across to Aaron Ward. Megger, and now forward. Offside. Unsure if it's Uzelman that was offside or the initial ball in to Hassan. But it couldn't have been by very much at all. That ball given away straight off the free kick. Mia Hassan from long range. It's up and over the crossbar. Safayula forces a throw in. Excellent work there by her. Now Dueñas forced all the way back across the halfway line. Long plays it across to Ward. Now Mackenzie Brown. Ball in towards Mia Hassan. Looks like Ward's going to get there first. Now look what giving chase. Excuse me, that's Mac Allen in goal for Nashville, not Curran. Regardless, neither Nashville keepers really had that much work to do out of possession. But it is nice to get both of them some work. That'll be another Nashville throw. It's going to be another change coming here. Looks like at the next opportunity. At this opportunity, actually, for Tempo. As we have played 80 of the 90 minutes. And we are coming in on the closing stages of this one. As things stand, it would be 2 wins in 2 matchups between these two teams for Nashville Rhythm with a combined 10-0 scoreline. Quite the difference from last year where, again, Tennessee Tempo won in this building. That's a good clip ball towards Rufa Megger. She is able to get there first. Safayula coming across. Dueñas. Still here for Nashville. Just a bit too far forward from Cameron Silva. Nashville win it right back again. Uzelman. Ball stays in play. Madison Long. Two center backs, Long and Ward for Nashville, are about the only players that haven't changed. Safiola looked offside, and she is. Again, I think more of a mistimed pass than a mistimed run there. But Nashville has definitely been called for their fair share of offsides where either was the case. Can Tempo claw back one, maybe even just as a consolation? Hodson wins it back for Nashville. She's charging forward, lays it off to Mia Hassan. Mia Hassan, there's 5! It took nearly the entire second half, but Nashville have their 5th. And for a final home game of the year, it has been quite the send-off party for Nashville Rhythm. Mia Hassan with 2 goals tonight. Her team has 5. If Nashville could find another, it would be remarkably their 4th 6-0 scoreline this season. Which is part of the reason that they will, it seems, jump into second place in the conference ahead of 865 Alliance just due to that goal difference. Even with the games Nashville have lost, they still have quite the impressive goal difference off the back of some truly monumental wins. Serenity Safiola. She gets it back. Looked like Hassan may have been onside, but the ball didn't get through to her. What does Tempo have left in the tank? They're on the ball here. They've struggled all night. They've only created 1 or 2 opportunities for themselves, and here they give away the ball again. It's been a really tough night for Tennessee Tempo to have come up Interstate 840 here to Mount Juliet. You have to think it'll be a long ride back down 840 to Murfreesboro for them tonight, as we have about 5 minutes of normal time to go. Silva for Mackenzie Brown. Now Aaron Ward across to Ariana Dueñez. She'll try the big long ball there for Rufa Megger, but not on the right line. That one's going to roll, still in play. That stayed on the line for some time and then ended up curving back into play. Still there. Oh, and now Nolugwa for Tempo. Is this the opportunity? Nolugwa! Tempo have a goal. perhaps Tempo's best player all night delivers, even if only a consolation, a nice moment for Tennessee Tempo in what is also their final game of the season. Ashiat Nalugwa makes it 5-1. Cameron Silva for Nashville. Out to Cassie Uzelman. Back on side, and it is played across, and it was a decent touch there. I believe that was Rufa Megger. But it was saved pretty comfortably. I don't think she got really good contact on it. More with the knee than anything. Now Dueñez for Nashville. Megger in towards Uzelman. If she can turn, she's got space. She didn't turn, but she is on the ball. Couldn't pick out a teammate. Dueñez is going to see that one out for a tempo throw. Dueñez now in towards Megger. Referee says she wants that throw in given the other way. She saw the last touch a little bit differently, and it is going to be Nashville's throw. So we are into the final minute of normal time. I think Megger, saw that the run from Uzelman was a bit too early and decided not to play the pass there. That'll be a tempo throw deep in the final third. We are now into stoppage time. As the seconds tick away, the result looks in hand for Nashville Rhythm. They're not going to keep a clean sheet, but it does look like they are going to take home all 3 points. And they will take that boost of confidence into the regional tournament. Ashiat Nalugwa. Back on the ball here for tempo. Still Nalugwa. She's going to try one from long range, but it's going to curl away from the post. Referees had a glance at her watch just to check how much is left. Now here's Megger for Nashville. Nalugwa for tempo. She's going to have another long range go that's going to kind of go the same way the last one did. And there is your full-time whistle. Your final score here from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Nashville Rhythm 5. Tennessee Tempo FC 1. It is the host Nashville who pick up all 3 points with 5 goals, 2 of them coming from Mia Hassan on the night. They move up to second in the conference behind Georgia Impact. They will go to the region tournament. And for Tennessee Tempo, this is the end of the line. Their season ends tonight. A nice moment at the end there for Ashiat Nalugwa to score and give Tempo something to hang their hats on as they continue to build out this women's program alongside a very successful men's program. But it is Nashville Rhythm, the much more established team in the area, that takes the win tonight. And they take the celebratory vibes home with them. We want to thank you guys for watching. All 814 of you in total from around the world. We do appreciate each and every one of you. As a reminder, you can catch all WPSL games on WPSL.tv, as well as through the various clubs' social medias. You can follow Nashville Rhythm at Nashville Rhythm FC on Instagram and Twitter. We do really want to thank you for watching all season, the 4 home games we've had, through various technical difficulties, and in the end, we do have something here to celebrate. And we look forward to seeing you all again next summer right here from Green Hill High School in Mount Juliet. One more time, thank you to everyone who's watching, and thank you to everyone in attendance here tonight. We hope to see you next summer. Have a good one.